Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the heart of Birmingham. Today we'll be conducting a nice survey about Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj and also why this year is very special with the public of Birmingham. So stay tuned, let's go find out how much these people actually know. So stay tuned, guys. So guys, we have found our first member of the public. My friend, what's your name?
It's Jazz.
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 And where are you from?
I'm from Birmingham, Smethwick.
Brilliant. So
Yes.
you're here in the heart of Birmingham right now.
Yes.
What are you doing here today?
Just a bit of shopping and all that, then going going to work at 3 o'clock.
That's fantastic. So what's on the top of your shopping list today?
Just browsing, yeah, just making preparation for Christmas and all that. So so just fine.
So today we're here to conduct a nice survey about the special year which is happening this year.
Yes.
So do you know what special event is happening this year?
It's since I've been seeing like the park hands of they've been celebrating Guru Nanak's birthday, and also in Smethwick they do like the soldiers. They've been doing a lot of celebrating Sikhism, like people from the army and all that.
All right.
So they've just been doing that. So
This year it is a special year, like you mentioned yourself, like you mentioned.
550 year.
That is correct, 550.
Yeah, because I was reading in the temple, they're showing Guru Nanak's birthday and 550 years since the birth of Guru Nanak Ji.
That's fantastic. So of course you can tell a lot of people are celebrating it in the best way possible. So what we want to know is, do you know anything about Guru Nanak Dev Ji? And if so, what do you know about Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj?
To tell you the truth, the only thing I know about is like when I go to temple, like if you got weddings and all that, that's all I know. I'm interested in, but I've never, like done a history of Sikhism and all that. So that's it.
Just a little glimpse, what do you know so far about Maharaj?
Maharaj, I just think he was a guy who just come here to do good deeds for your humankind. But and it's a good thing what Sikhism do. Like we do a lot of things for the Sikhs. We do a lot of things. And on a Friday do seva and all that, and we help one another and all that. So that's how it should be. That's what I think Sikhism too. And
so you did get it sort of right there as well. So Maharaj was the first guru of the Sikhs, you are correct. And doing seva is one of the key principles that you set. So Naam Japna, Van Chaka Kirtana. So it's fantastic that at least one of them. So definitely do keep it up. The other two was Naam Japna and Kirtana as well.
It's a good thing now because like with the old generation, because I'm in my 40s, and our parents tell you about Sikhism, but the youngsters nowadays, they ain't got a concept of that. All it is mobile phones and no, the parents don't even tell them about, the history of Sikhism and all that. So, like a lot of the Sikhs have done a lot of contribution, like come here, worked hard, family backgrounds and all that. It's just, but now it's all changed. Nobody wants to know, but it's a good thing we're doing Sikhism and all that.
And the best way to go about is promoting it in the best way possible.
Yeah, just advertising and showing, what things Sikhism is about. It's not just a spiritual thing, it's also helping your fellow man, which we're not. We're lacking of that these days anyway. So
would you say we need more practicality in today's society?
Yes.
So going forwards, in which way would you say is the best way to go about it?
I think it's in the schools. Like, when you go to Handsworth, you got Nishkam and you got kids go there. It's not just for Asian Sikhs, it's also mixed for people from different diversities. So it's a good thing and all that. Okay. So it's really, really good. I think, yeah. Okay.
That's brilliant. So I know you're a caretaker and you're off to work now as well. But thank you for joining the survey and we hope you have a lovely rest of your day. So, Paji, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
My friend, what's your name?
My name's Singh.
That's a lovely name.
Yes.
Where are you from?
Well, I live in Great Bar.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing here today?
My missus had to go and put some application in. I just went with her and then we're going to go and do a bit of shopping.
That's brilliant.
Yes.
Well, before we continue, I must say, seeing you wearing a gatra and out in the public is absolutely fantastic.
Well, I'm just expecting police to jump on me again because I'm sure you've seen the videos of when the police grabbed me up and bust my wrist down there because of my kirpan. I got arrested at my missus' graduation because they said I couldn't be Sikh because I'm black. I've been arrested, even harassed in Sutton Coldfield. I've got armed police arresting me at gunpoint at Newstead Station when I was coming back from the Gurdwara in Coventry. So all I do is trust in Maharaj 100%. Because whatever happens is Hukam. So all I can do is surrender to Maharaj 100% and enjoy life.
What do you think is the reason why they're always attacking you in this way?
Easy, because when they see me, they see a nigger with a sword. That's it. That's it. But yeah, I'm thinking, why are they stopping me? What have I done? All I'm doing is I'm obeying what Guru Gobind Singh Ji said to do. That's it. Not causing no problems, nothing.
Do you think it might be the lack of knowledge about the Sikh identity?
No, because a lot of officers I've been stopped by a Sikh police officer and been questioning me, put me in the back of the car, questioned me, and took me to Loyal's police station and let me go there. Okay. So I'm thinking, it's not a lack of identity, as you're saying. All it is awareness. Because he's a Sikh police officer himself and he doesn't know about Sikhi, which is shameful.
That's terrible.
Exactly.
That's terrible. So how do you think we can move forward from this?
What I'm doing, because I'm with the Sikh Awareness Society, okay. And I go around with Mohan Singh, and
yes.
yeah, and I think what he's planning to do is an awareness where we just come out and tell people about Sikhi, which is something that Basic Sikhi gave me a leaflet, and I just hand them out when people stop me, and because people thinking, hold on, why has this guy got a sword? Yeah. So I was there explaining that it's a kirpan and how we're protected by the Offensive Weapons Act 1988, Section 139, and how the Offensive Weapons Act now changed to 2019 because I was arrested, taken to the police station, kept there for 10 hours first time. They stripped me naked in there, and I said, hold on, why are you doing this? It's terrible, but once you trust Maharaj, you've got nothing to worry about. Yes.
I've heard about the organisation myself as well,
yes.
And I must say you guys do a tremendous job. Like stuff like grooming or like people
yes.
going missing.
Yes.
You guys do an amazing job online, social media, in person as well.
I'm surprised that Baisar Mohan Singh actually sleeps. Because I'm thinking, I fall asleep in the car, up and down the country. Sometimes I phone him when he's in London, he's all over the place, but I have to go home because I need to sort things out. But he's always on the go. It's amazing what this brother does. It's amazing.
It's tremendous.
It is.
And I've seen some clips myself as well. I'm sure some of the Sangha watched it as well. Okay. Like he's very into his fitness as well, isn't he?
Definitely, he is. He's 100% into his fitness.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. But and it's amazing to see that you're joining the organisation as well, working day and night wherever you can possible.
Of course.
And I'm very sad to hear about that people, members of the public, even the armed forces or like security officers are always targeting, especially being from black origins.
I look at it like this: Maharaj, however he wants to use me, he can. If this is how to spread Sikhi, then so be it, man. Because when I was in the police station, I was in there for 16 hours. I had my nickname with me. I was singing Mool Manta, Vaiguri chant. It was amazing. It was like I was in there for like a few hours. It felt like it was.
It's crazy. I was just literally coming to do a survey about Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj.
Okay.
But just meeting a public member like you, and out of nowhere, it's so sad to hear about all of this.
It's not sad though. Remember, Maharaj is doing what he wants to do, so it's not sadness.
I'm thinking we need to go forward.
I feel blessed that Maharaj wants to use me in this way, so I can't feel upset under that.
That's brilliant, Baji. That's fantastic.
But what was your survey about? Sorry.
Moving on to the survey.
Yes.
But that's something that we need to raise the issue about as well. Raise awareness, definitely, Baji. But talking about this, so of course you must know about Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's Guru Purab, which is happening next Tuesday, right?
Yes, I do. Yes.
So what do you know about Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj? Just a short clip.
I know that basically he's where the foundation of Sikhi started. Yes.
Fantastic. That's where it all started, Anna. Yeah. And what are we actually celebrating next Tuesday?
It is the 500 and is it 551? Is it? Or
50.
550. Yeah.
How many close? Next year will be the 551.
Yeah, I couldn't remember. Yes.
But yeah, it is a big milestone for the Sikh community as well, and the wider community. And we just want to know how you're going to be celebrating this year.
Well, I don't know because with the Sikh Awareness Society, we could get a phone call and could be anywhere. So I can't really say where I'm going to be because we could be out helping someone who's been groomed. So we just take every day as it comes. Because sometimes I could be planning to go and visit my mum or my kids or something, and then I get a phone call and we have to go down to Nottingham or go down to Leicester or go down somewhere. So I can't plan where I'm going to be. Yeah.
Well, I've got to say the survey that you guys do is amazing, so please do keep it up. But in an ideal world, how would you like to have spent the Guru Purab?
Be in a Gurdwara, in there with all other Singhs and Kaurs. That's the best place to be. That's it. Yes.
That's amazing, Baji. It was only a short interview as well, short survey, but it's fantastic to know about your origins as well, where you come from and how you've been treated and how we can move forward from this as well. So maybe we can use this as a platform, as a foundation. We could maybe do something together in the future as well.
Well, I'll talk to Mohan Singh and see if what do you mean with you guys and the Sikh Awareness Society?
We could do something.
Definitely, yeah.
That's fantastic, Baji. Well, we're going to let you carry on with your day. Okay. I know you were doing something with your family earlier as well.
My missus, I didn't want to wait in there because it was getting hot. So I thought I'm just just left to go and doing a bit of shopping by myself, and then she'll phone me when she's ready. Then I have to quickly rush, because when I go with her, she's always in shops for about an hour or so. I don't want that.
I'm with you, Baji, I'm with you. But definitely do keep up with your charity God spirit, Baji.
Definitely.
And hopefully meet you again in the future as well.
Okay, definitely.
Thank you, Baji. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So we've got another member of the public. What's your name?
It's Kashina.
That's a very nice name. And what brings you here in Birmingham today?
I was on my lunch break, so I just came across for some lunch. Yeah.
So before we actually start talking, you're actually talking about the Lungadon campus, which is happening very soon on Birmingham City University campus. So what did you want to speak about?
I just wanted to find out further details because I wanted to be involved with it. So it's something that I've been actively involved in from day one, like getting involved with the community and sort of charity work and stuff like that. But when you're from a background that's giving back from their background, if you know what I mean, you want to be actively involved. So that's why I literally just stopped and wanted more details. So yeah.
So I want to say you're very quite courageous for coming up to me and even asking the question.
I literally just saw the symbol and I was like, I'm guessing, I saw the Sikh symbol and I was like, I might as well ask. So yeah.
But that's fantastic. So next Tuesday we are doing the Lungadon campus on the Birmingham City University campus, and that will be happening throughout the day. And we will need a lot of saviours on the day, and we do have a lot of saviours who are helping out. So we do have a committee who are helping out as well. So what we do, we put you in touch with the right members, and they can give you the right roles to help on the day. So stuff like, cleaning hands, giving out the langar, setting up, preparing, and even helping out afterwards as well. So it will be a fun-filled event, teaching about the essence of what Guru Nanak Dev Ji taught us, and teaching people about langar as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
So yeah, but it's nice that you come up to me and asking about.
You guys seem that approachable, so that's why I've been comfortable in coming over. So
we do try our best.
Yeah.
We do try our best.
No, thank you.
But
Thank you.
it's quite brilliant that you want to talk about langar, because we're here doing a survey about Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, and what we want to do is just ask, just roughly, what do you know about Guru Nanak Dev Ji in essence?
As a Sikh person, I'm not proud to say, but I don't actually know much about my religion or the background. But I do know the basic principles, and I understand them. So I'm not someone that will preach Sikhism, but I'm someone that understands it as an identity. So what I'd say is it's something about 550 years this year. So it's like my family are very actively involved in it, and because I'm aware of that, I want to be involved. So as I said, I could have walked past. For someone that's not very religious, I felt like I wanted to come over and I want to be a part of this, because it's not only Guru Nanak Dev Ji's birthday, it's not only something giving back to the community, it's something that us as a Sikh society are doing.
That's fantastic.
And we're giving back, so yeah.
That's brilliant. No, that's amazing, because everything starts from a foundation and that's how you build up. So it's good that you know the essence of Sikhi, and then maybe you can build on from this as well in the future, right?
Absolutely, and it's not something that I'm closed against learning about or knowing more about, because it's your identity at the end of the day.
That's brilliant. So we want to talk about, the day which is happening next Tuesday.
Yeah.
So it's about Guru Nanak Dev Ji's 550th.
Yeah.
What we want to know is how will you spend that special day?
If I'm honest, I didn't know about it until I think it was my dad's cousin was on the news, and I was like, oh Dad, look, so-and-so was on the news. I ran up to him and he told me why and everything about it. Right. And the ironic thing is I've actually just booked the day off. Whether that's go to the Gurdwara, and because as I said, you don't need to be religious to be involved. So I've just put the day off, and whether it's I help at the Gurdwara or I sit there and I see and I listen or I just be involved. But when I found out about obviously what's going on in terms of like at the campus and stuff, I thought I want to be involved, I want to be proactive about this and do something. So it's not about knowing everything and understanding everything, because as long as you know and you feel you want to be a part of it, that's all you need to feel really. So that's literally why I stopped, because I needed to know the little details like time, place, and if I don't know that, either way I will be at the Gurdwara. I'll be somewhere where I feel that my thoughts and my feelings are being put across, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I totally understand you, Benji. Now, of course, I just want to move straight from the start of the conversation, where you were talking about how the Guru Nanak Dev Ji message is a universal message. Yeah. It's not just for the Sikh community, but for the wider community as well.
Absolutely not, yeah.
And as you know, he's been doing his journeys around the world, and spreading the one message about bringing people together, and also doing Naam Japna Van Chakna.
It's not about being Sikh and understanding. It's about understanding and then relating it back to a religion. It's not about you need to be this religion to understand it. And that's literally, I was saying to one of your colleagues that we were just having this conversation at work, which is just ironic. It's not about being a religion and I'm that religion, so I need to follow that. It's I actually agree with this, and then the religion comes afterwards. And Guru Nanak Dev Ji wasn't a source of I'm Sikh, I'm going to do this. It was a personal belief, and then Sikhi was founded on that. Do you know what I mean? It was something that stemmed from that. So it's not about, like, you can be from any background. Like, even at work, they were saying we'd like to be involved. So it's not something that you need to be Sikh about and be involved in. It's just more of a society thing rather than a religious thing, and that's what makes me feel really involved with it as well, for someone that's Sikh but not really religious. So yeah.
What the values that Maharaj did install into the whole society is values that everyone can relate to.
Yeah,
Stuff like,
you could be from any background, any religion, but you can still relate to it. It's about a personal trait and a personal relation rather than a religious place or religious belief. It's a personal relationship that you have, and I think that's probably, as I said, I keep saying I'm not religious, but I have that relationship with my identity, which is what brings me back to this.
That's fantastic.
So, yeah.
How do you think we can maybe move on from this, and how can we get people like you, for example, to get more into Sikhi, know the beauty of Sikhi?
I think it's about your presence in. So, for example, you're standing here today. I've seen a religious symbol. I've associated it. Maybe, I don't know if it's because of my background, but I think the presence, because although we're classified as an ethnic minority, not many people know about Sikhism. I still get at work the people that they'll say, what religion are you? And I'll show them my qara and they'll still be like, oh, are you Muslim? I think it's educating people, and that's all it is, having the presence and educating people, which, as I said, it's about telling people that this is what we're about, approaching people, and that is something that I proactively do. And the other thing that I like to say to people is you don't have to be religious to do that. You don't have to be someone that goes to the Gurdwara every day or, preaches it. As long as you know your identity and what you are, you can explain it to other people. And I think that's all it is, having the presence and just giving that time to people to explain, which is something that I proactively do. And even little things like the 5Ks, people don't know what the 5Ks are. Do you know what I mean? And it just takes 5 minutes to explain that. So I think presence and time, that's what we can do to spread not our religion, not our beliefs, but our support for society and community and stuff like that.
In essence, you're saying that it's our duty to know where we come from and what we actually are all about, and also teaching people about who we are as well.
I wouldn't say it's a duty, because that insinuates that you're trying to force it on people, but it's something that you take on from yourself to educate people when they don't know the difference.
As a passion,
yeah. If you don't believe it, then leave it. If you don't feel passionate about it, then leave it. But one thing that I always say when people don't know the difference is you can either be brought up or you can be dragged up. That's how you know the difference and you understand. You don't need to be religious, but you just need to understand. That's where racism and everything stems from. If you don't understand, then, it's totally different. But in terms of what we do as a community, I'm not going to say as a religion or anything like that, as a community, because that's what we are. We're a family, we're a community. I think our presence and just, for example, how many people are walking past now? They're seeing the symbol, they're seeing us, they're seeing we are a presence. That's all it needs. It needs people to be out there and vocal and not hide away about what they believe in and what they follow.
So would you recommend that we should do more public events out in the public, maybe like different cities as well?
Absolutely, I'd highly recommend that, but things that don't have a negative aftermath. So I'm not going to give examples, but there are certain things that go on within our community, for example, Vaisakhi celebrations, that do have negative effects on our community. And I think that...
Like what, for example?
So, for example, Handsworth Vaisakhi Mela. There's always some sort of bangar that goes on there, and that reflects negatively. So when I talk to people outside of my culture or religion or identity about that, oh yeah, that's where the fight happened. No, do you understand why that was happening? If you don't, let me explain this to you. So I think it's more of a sort of positive depiction that we need to have on other communities, other societies. And I think things, for example, Tuesday are doing that because, not to compare, but not many communities, I'm not going to bring religion into it, not many communities actively do that. I don't actually know many that do. And in various organisations I've worked in, sort of the Sikh Langar thing has been sort of like a community thing within the organisation. And that's us making not a stance, but that's us saying what we do and what we believe. And I'll keep saying it, not as a religion, as a community, because it's not about saying to people, Sikhi is the right way to be. Sikhi, it's not about that. It's about the beliefs that we have. And I think going back to your original question, in order to make a stance for us, I think the thing we need to do is be more public, be more out there, explain to people and rectify that ignorance that a lot of people have. We need to educate, because
in the right way possible as well, because earlier you were talking about Vaisakhi Mela and the Vaisakhi programs and Nagar Kirtans are happening. It is a very joyous occasion where we celebrate the birth of the Khalsa.
Yes.
But also
even our Sikhs don't know why is there a Vaisakhi Mela. They don't know. But to me, if you don't know why you're going, why are you part of that Nagar Kirtan, Why are you getting involved? And that's why I think it's all about educating. And it even falls back to, I'll probably go on forever about this, but even the government, why they're not educating children back in schools. It's a whole different thing, but you know, it's about explaining to people that why this happens. Why are we at Handsworth Park? What are we celebrating? What are we doing there? Why is there a Nugget Kirtan? What is that for? What are we trying to respect? What are we valuing? Why is that there? It's just about educating, but then it's a long process, and it's not something that can't be done. It will be done, but it's about how do we start doing this. And little things like yourselves being here today are the first steps, and it's not a case of saying it's never going to happen. It will happen. It's about small steps that will get us there. And for example, with me, as I said, I'm not religious, but even at work, why have you booked Tuesday off? I've told them about it. We'd like to get involved. That's all it needs. If I'd have said, oh, I don't know, I've booked it off because I'm going up the campus to do something, that's not really portraying a good image either, is it? It's about knowledge, education, and spreading awareness for the right things that aren't just this is Sikhi, this is Sikhi, this is Sikhi. We're giving back to the community. That's all you need to know. What background we're from is irrelevant. It's totally irrelevant in these sort of things, but I definitely think this public awareness, and I'm not saying go and have a stand by the bull, because that's probably not the best thing to do, but little things like this, they all contribute.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So of course, you're talking about, you know, it's all about starting from one step. That's how every journey starts. From there we can build on taking baby steps, and eventually we're good at subscribe, but we'll go far as well as a community. That's fantastic. And also we're talking about, you know, the Guru Purab which is happening next Tuesday. How we're going to celebrate it. You're very lucky as well that we're going to be celebrating at the Lungadon campus in Birmingham City University, and you'll be making a presence day as well.
Absolutely, I will bless you with my presence that day.
Well, you won't be blessing us, you will be blessing, you know, the public, and Guru Sahib will be blessing us.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I agree. But yeah, definitely, I'll be seeing you there on Tuesday.
That's fantastic. It's very nice meeting you, and we hope you have a lovely rest of your day.
Thank you very much. It was nice to meet you too. Thank you.
So guys, we've just met another member of the public. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
What's your name and where are you from?
My name's Sharon Kaur and I'm from Birmingham.
Lovely. It's very nice to meet you. So what brings you here today in Birmingham?
Just shopping.
Just casually shopping?
Yeah.
So what have you been shopping so far? Are you shopping for groceries? Are you shopping for maybe your Christmas presents? Do you celebrate Christmas?
No, I don't celebrate Christmas. Just getting some shoes.
Some lovely shoes.
Yeah, for
Fantastic.
work, yeah.
Fantastic. So we're here today just to do a nice survey about Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's Guru Purab, which is happening very soon. Are you looking forward to the event which is happening next Tuesday?
I don't know about an event that's happening next Tuesday.
What's happening next Tuesday?
No.
So should I give you a nice little tip? It's about Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj.
Oh, okay.
What's happening next Tuesday?
Is it his 550th birth celebration?
Yeah, that's correct. Fantastic. You got it right. Well done. Well done. So yeah, we are celebrating Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's 550th Guru Purab, as you know as well. And you know, Sikhs are celebrating all around the world in various different ways. We want to know, as a member of the public, how are you celebrating it?
Well, I went to Smethwick Smargon and we took Amrit.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, so that was good.
That's really
Just in August, on the 26th of August, just gone. So that was good. Yeah.
Just out of interest, what's actually brought you into taking Amrit? What's actually motivated you to take Amrit?
So originally came into Sikhi through like just surfing the internet, looking for meditation videos, and we came across Basics of Sikhi, started watching the Parcha videos, everything like that, got really interested, and it just made sense, you know, and it just resonates in your mind. So we've been doing that for about a year and a half. So then when it came to Smargon, well, we started wearing the 5Ks about a few months before taking Amrit, and then we just thought, well, if we're wearing the 5Ks and we want to do this, then we must just do it instead of waiting. Then we must just go ahead and do it. So we just did it.
That's amazing.
So yeah.
And yeah, you were talking about Basics Sikhi. They are an amazing organisation. Personally, I got myself through more development of Sikhi, even through Basics Sikhi as well. They do a tremendous job, and we had a chance to meet some of the Sevadars as well. And I'm just quite curious, you know, meeting you out here in the public in this lovely day in Birmingham. You know, where are you actually from? What's your origins?
I was born in Birmingham, but my mum is English and my dad is Irish. So
right.
yeah.
So you've got a mixture of English and Irish in your family tree as well. Fantastic. So would you say that what would you class yourself as?
I class myself as Irish.
As Irish?
Yeah.
As an Irish Sikh?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. We need more Irish Sikhs in this community.
Great.
More Irish Sikhs. That's amazing. So, of course, we will be celebrating next Tuesday, Guru Nanak Dev Ji. What do you know about Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj in essence?
that he was the founder of the Sikh religion. Yeah, and that he was a very spiritual guy, very
spiritual.
And I was reading about him yesterday, actually, about how he's the chola, you know, the robe, how he got the robe and how it was moved around, and reading about his family that's still alive and how they still have it. So that was really interesting. And how that one of his sons lived for 170 years. I was like, wow.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
So if there's one thing that you learned from that story with that Sakhi, what did you learn?
That
if you can remember.
I think really that even though that our spirit will still live on through like generations, so he's still got 16th generation, I think, or 17th generation still alive, so his essence is still around. So it's really cool. Yeah.
So Benji, of course you're here in the heart of Birmingham, you know, doing your casual shopping earlier as well, and now we're talking about Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. This itself is a blessing as well. You know, we don't always get a chance to speak about Guru Sahib Maharaj as well. And of course, you said you're going to be celebrating next Tuesday. And did you say you're going to be celebrating by going to the Gurdwara?
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
More than likely.
That's fantastic. And now what we want to know is, you know, Sikhs all around the world are celebrating the Guru Purab in many different ways. You know, trying to do it in the best way, in a unique and a special way possible. What would you say is the best way to celebrate the Guru Purab, especially the 550th one?
I would just say Guru Nanak was he really wanted people to be honest and to serve others, and that was the way that he found that we could really embrace like God. So like I think that would be the best way to celebrate, by serving others and being honest. Yeah.
Wow. There's nothing greater than that, is there?
No.
That's fantastic. Well, it was very lovely to meet you. It was only a short survey, and I know you were off to do the grocery shopping as well. So I want to say thank you for joining the survey, and we hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you. Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.